Welcome back in today's video. First up, the 1939 Lincoln wheat penny with a large date and D mint mark. But there's a twist. We'll be looking at one in full damage condition and finding out its value in today's market. Let's get started. The Lincoln wheat penny is one of the most recognizable coins in U.S. history, minted from 1909 to 1958. The coin we're looking at today was produced in 1939 at the Denver Mint, indicated by the D mint mark below the year. This year, the Denver Mint produced over 60 million of these coins. One thing to note about this coin is the large date variety in 1939. There were two versions of the date, large and small. The large date version has more prominent numbers, making it easier to spot for collectors. The large date is preferred by many collectors, but due to the high mintage, its rarity alone doesn't add much value. However, condition plays a huge role in determining a coin's worth. Now, let's talk about the condition of the coin we're focusing on today, full damage condition. What does that mean? It refers to a coin that's been heavily circulated or damaged over time. You'll likely see deep scratches where discoloration, and maybe even dirt or corrosion. In full damage condition, the coin's key details like Lincoln's portrait and the wheat stalks are often worn down, making it hard to see important features. This kind of damage greatly affects the value of the coin. So, what's the value of a 1939 Lincoln wheat penny with a large date and D mint mark in full damage condition in today's market? You're looking at a value between $12,000. This low value is primarily due to the heavy damage and the high number of these coins still in circulation. Even though the value might be low, it's always a good idea to store your coins properly. Protective cases can help prevent further damage, even if the coin is already in rough shape. And remember, don't clean your coin. Cleaning can damage the surface further and reduce its value, even if it's already in bad condition. So there you have it. While the 1939 Lincoln wheat penny with a large date and D mint mark in full damage condition may only be worth around $16,000, it's still a piece of history that collectors love to find. Every coin tells a story. First up, the 1995 silver Washington quarter dollar with a large date and P mint mark. Struck in 1995, this quarter is part of the Washington Quarter series, which was first minted in 1932 to honor the first president of the United States, George Washington. The 1995 silver Washington quarter is unique due to its large date, which sets it apart from other years. It has a composition of 90% silver, making it not just a beautiful piece of history, but also a valuable one. The Philadelphia Mint produced around 1.2 million of these quarters. Although it may not sound like a low mintage, the combination of its silver content and specific features makes it rare in fine condition. As collectors seek to complete their sets, coins like the 1995 silver Washington quarter become increasingly valuable. So what's the value of the 1995 large date quarter in today's auction market? As of now, in fine condition, this coin can fetch between $15 to $25, depending on factors such as grading and the specifics of the auction. However, pristine examples can go for much higher, reaching upwards of $40 to $50 in more competitive auctions. Keep an eye on market trends, as prices can fluctuate based on demand. To identify this specific coin, look for the large date on the obverse side, where you will also find the P mint mark located just below the date. The reverse side features the iconic eagle design. If you have one of these quarters in your collection, it's worth checking its condition and considering its potential value. Next up, the 1919 Lincoln wheat penny, specifically the large date version without a mint mark. We'll explore its features, its current market value, and what you should know about collecting coins in bad condition. Let's get started. The Lincoln wheat penny has been a staple of American currency since it was first minted in 1909. The 1919 penny is notable for its large date variety, which features distinctly larger numbers than its small date counterpart. In 1919, this penny was produced in significant quantities, but this particular version does not have a mint mark, indicating it was minted in Philadelphia. This is an important detail for collectors, as the mint mark can influence a coin's value. Now let's discuss the condition of the coin we're focusing on today, bad condition. This means the coin has experienced significant wear and tear over its lifetime. It may have scratches, discoloration, or even corrosion that affects its overall appearance. In bad condition, the features of the coin can be difficult to discern. Lincoln's portrait may be worn down, and the wheat stalks on the reverse side might not be clearly visible. Such damage often results from years of circulation and environmental exposure. So, what's the value of a 1919 Lincoln wheat penny in bad condition? As of 2024, you can typically find this coin valued between $0.10 and $0.30. While this may not seem like a lot, it's essential to remember that every coin has its own history and appeal. Even if the coin is in bad condition, proper handling and storage are crucial. Using protective holders can help prevent further damage and keep the coin safe for future collectors. And remember, avoid cleaning your coins. Cleaning can scratch the surface and greatly diminish their value. Collectors prefer coins in their natural state, even if they show signs of wear. There you have it. The 1919 Lincoln wheat penny in large date and bad condition offers a fascinating look at American coinage history. With a market value of approximately $40, it can still be a charming addition to any collection. Next up, the 1980 silver Washington quarter dollar with a large date and P mint mark. What makes this coin valuable, and how much can you expect it to sell for in today's auction market? Let's get started. The Washington quarter was first minted in 1932 to commemorate George Washington's 200th birthday. Over the decades, this coin has evolved, with the 1980 edition featuring a large date that sets it apart from its predecessors. This feature not only makes it visually appealing but also collectible. The 1980 Washington quarter is made of 75% silver and 25% copper, giving it a distinctive silver luster. The obverse showcases the iconic bust of George Washington, while the reverse features an eagle, symbolizing strength and freedom. In 1980, the Philadelphia Mint produced over 4 million Washington quarters with P mint mark, indicating they were minted in Philadelphia. While this might sound like a large number, finding a coin in very fine condition can be a challenge, especially as many have circulated over the years. The large date feature, combined with its silver content, makes this coin particularly appealing to collectors and investors alike. Now, let's discuss the current market value in today's auction market. A 1980 silver Washington quarter in very fine condition can sell for anywhere between $10 and $20. However, factors such as the specific auction platform, demand, and condition of the coin can influence the final price. For those with coins in excellent condition, prices can soar even higher, potentially reaching $30 or more. As silver prices fluctuate, this can also impact the value of these quarters, so it's essential to stay informed. Identifying the 1980 silver Washington quarter is straightforward. First, look for the large date on the obverse side. The 8 in 1980 is notably larger than the numbers on previous quarters. Also, check for the P mint mark, which can be found just to the right of Washington's neck. To assess the condition, look for signs of wear. In very fine condition, the coin should retain clear details in Washington's profile and the eagle on the reverse. There may be some light scratches or wear, but the overall design should still be well defined. Taking care of your coins is crucial if you want to maintain their value. Always handle your coins by the edges to avoid oils and fingerprints. Using soft cotton gloves is a great way to protect the surfaces. Store your coins in protective holders or albums specifically designed for numismatics. Avoid cleaning your coins, as this can diminish their value. Remember, collectors often prefer coins that retain their original patina. Next up, the 1911 Lincoln wheat penny, specifically the large date variety without a mint mark. We'll explore its unique features, its current market value, and why it's a noteworthy coin for collectors. Let's get started. The Lincoln wheat penny, introduced in 1909, has been a cherished part of American currency for over a century. The 1911 penny is particularly interesting because it features the large date variety, which has distinctly larger numerals compared to its small date counterpart. This coin was minted in Philadelphia, as indicated by the absence of a mint mark. The Philadelphia Mint produced the majority of the 1911 pennies, making this variety relatively common. Now, let's talk about the condition of the coin. In this case, we're looking at the 1911 Lincoln wheat penny in good condition. This means the coin has minimal wear and the details, including Lincoln's portrait and the wheat stalks on the reverse, are clearly visible. In good condition, you can expect to see a strong image of Lincoln, along with well-defined lettering and design elements. This makes it an appealing piece for collectors who appreciate historical significance and aesthetic value. So, what's the market value of a 1911 Lincoln Wheat penny in good condition as of 2024? You can generally expect this coin to be valued between $80,000, depending on the specifics of its condition and any unique attributes it may possess. Proper storage is vital to maintaining the condition and value of your coin. Using protective holders, such as coin flips or capsules, can help prevent damage from environmental factors or mishandling. And remember, avoid cleaning your coins. Cleaning can scratch and diminish the coin's value, as collectors prefer coins to maintain their natural state, even if they show some wear. There you have it. The 1911 Lincoln Wheat penny in large date and good condition is a fantastic example of American numismatic history. Next up, the 1967 silver Washington quarter dollar with a large date and no mint mark. What makes this coin valuable? Let's find out. The Washington quarter was first minted in 1932 to commemorate George Washington's 200th birthday. Over the years, this coin has undergone various design changes, but the essence of honoring Washington remains. The 1967 coin features a large date, which distinguishes it from other quarters minted during the same period. This feature adds to its uniqueness and appeal among collectors. Made from 90% silver and 10% copper, the 1967 Washington quarter boasts a beautiful silver luster. On the obverse side, we see the classic bust of George Washington, while the reverse showcases an eagle perched atop a bundle of arrows and an olive branch. In 1967, the Philadelphia Mint produced over 3 million Washington quarters without a mint mark. While that sounds like a lot, finding one in good condition is quite rare. Many of these coins have circulated for decades, which affects their overall quality. The large date feature, combined with its silver content, has made it a sought-after item among collectors. Now, let's talk numbers. In today's auction market, a 1967 silver Washington quarter in good condition typically sells for between $6 and $10. However, prices can vary based on several factors, including the specific condition of the coin and current silver prices. Visual highlighting auction sites and price trend graphs for the 1967 quarter. Interestingly, if your quarter is in better condition, such as fine or extra fine, values can increase significantly, sometimes reaching $15 to $25 or more. As silver prices fluctuate, so does the value of these coins, so it's always a good idea to stay updated on the market trends. Identifying the 1967 silver Washington quarter is fairly straightforward. Look for the large date on the obverse side. The 7 in the date should be noticeably larger than in other years. Since this coin was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, it will not have a mint mark. To assess the condition, inspect the coin for wear. In good condition, the details of Washington's profile should be visible, though some wear is expected. The reverse side should also show the eagle with clear features. Taking care of your coins is essential, especially if you want to maintain their value. Always handle coins by the edges to avoid fingerprints and oils. Using cotton gloves can help protect the surfaces. Store your coins in protective holders or albums designed specifically for numismatics. Avoid cleaning your coins, as this can damage their surfaces and decrease their value. Remember, collectors generally prefer coins in their natural state. Next up, the 1952 large date without mint mark. This coin, in extra fine condition, still holds its charm and value in today's market. So, let's dive into the details of this fascinating piece of American history. The 1952 Lincoln Wheat penny was minted in Philadelphia, which is why it has no mint mark. This large date variety features clear and bold numerals for easy identification, making it a must-have for collectors of wheat pennies. The Philadelphia Mint produced a large quantity of these coins in 1952, but what makes this penny special is its condition and how it stands up in the collector's market today. With a mintage of over 186 million, the 1952 penny is not considered rare, but the condition plays a big role in determining its value. Today we're focusing on this coin in extra fine condition, which makes it particularly desirable. In extra fine condition, the 1952 Lincoln Wheat penny shows minimal wear. You'll notice slight softness on Lincoln's cheek and jawline, but the overall details remain sharp. The wheat stalks on the reverse are also well defined, showing light wear on the high points. Coins in extra fine condition are great for collectors who want a higher quality piece without jumping into the expensive range of uncirculated coins. The grade ensures that most of the coin's original details are still visible. In today's market, a 1952 Lincoln wheat penny without a mint mark in extra fine condition is valued between $12,000. While it's not a high dollar coin, it's a wonderful and affordable addition to any wheat penny collection. To preserve the value of your 1952 Lincoln wheat penny, proper care and storage are essential. Make sure to keep it in a protective holder, such as a coin flip or a coin album, to avoid further wear. Coins in extra fine condition can retain or even increase in value over time if properly stored. Avoid exposure to moisture and handling them with bare hands to keep your coins in their best condition. And that's a wrap on the 1952 Lincoln wheat penny. This large date, no mint mark coin in extra fine condition is valued between $14,000 in today's market. While it's not the most expensive coin, it's a great piece of history that any collector would appreciate. Thank you for tuning in to today's video. Next up, the 1948 Lincoln wheat penny, specifically the large date version without mint mark. We'll cover its features, current market value in fine condition, and why it's a great coin to add to your collection. Let's jump right in. The Lincoln wheat penny series is one of the most beloved coins in American history, and the 1948 version is no exception. This particular penny features the large date variety, which means the numbers of the date are slightly larger and more prominent than some earlier issues. The absence of a mint mark on this penny tells us that it was minted in Philadelphia, as Philadelphia pennies during this period didn't carry a mint mark. 1948 was a high production year for Lincoln wheat pennies, but let's look closer at its value in fine condition. So what does fine condition mean in fine condition? The 1948 Lincoln wheat penny shows moderate wear, but most of the details remain visible. You'll be able to see Lincoln's profile with some slight softness around the edges, and the wheat stalks on the reverse side, while worn, are still distinguishable. In fine condition, coins have been in circulation but still retain enough detail to be appreciated by collectors. It's not the highest grade, but it's certainly a desirable condition for many collectors. Now, let's talk value. As of 2024, a 1948 Lincoln wheat penny in fine condition is typically valued between $35,000. While it's not a rare coin, its value can still vary slightly depending on demand and the specific condition of the coin. If you have a 1948 Lincoln wheat penny, it's important to store it properly to maintain its condition. Using protective holders such as coin flips or coin albums can help prevent further wear and damage. Also, remember never to clean your coins. Even if they look a little dirty, cleaning them can actually lower their value, as it may scratch the surface or remove the natural patina collectors love. So there you have it, the 1948 Lincoln wheat penny, large date, without a mint mark, is a common but interesting piece of history. In fine condition, it's valued between $40,000, making it a great coin for beginner collectors or anyone interested in American numismatics. Next up today, we're going to explore the 1986 Washington quarter dollar, featuring a large date and the D mint mark from Denver. And not just any coin, we're talking about one in extra fine condition. How much can this coin be worth in today's auction market? Let's dive in and find out. The Washington quarter has been an essential part of American coinage since 1932, featuring the iconic profile of George Washington on the obverse and an American eagle on the reverse. The 1986 edition continued this tradition with a large date on the obverse and D mint mark indicating it was struck at the Denver Mint. Though the quarter minted in 1986 wasn't made of silver, it is still a prized collectible, especially in higher conditions like extra fine. Extra fine coins have slight wear, but their details are sharp, making them more valuable than those that saw heavy circulation. With over 504 million Washington quarters minted in 1986, at the Denver Mint it might seem like this coin is common. But finding one in extra fine condition is more challenging than you might think. Most quarters from this period were heavily circulated, and coins in better conditions, especially from the 80s, are relatively scarce. Coins in extra fine condition will still show minor wear on Washington's hair and the eagle's feathers, but the details remain sharp and clear, adding significant value. So, how much is this 1986 Washington quarter with a D mint mark worth in today's auction market? Coins in extra fine condition can sell for anywhere between $10 to $20, depending on how sharp the details are and the coin's overall appearance. The demand for these coins is increasing as collectors seek high-grade coins from the 1980s. While it may not seem like a fortune, the value can increase significantly over time as fewer well-preserved examples remain in circulation. Identifying your 1986 Washington quarter is simple. Look for the large date on the obverse, which is one of the distinguishing features of this coin. On the reverse, you'll find the iconic American eagle design. Don't forget to check for the D mint mark just below Washington's portrait, indicating that it was minted in Denver. Even in extra fine condition, some slight wear is expected. However, the coin's design elements, such as Washington's hair and the eagle's feathers, should still be relatively sharp. Coins in extra fine condition require proper care to maintain their value. If you have a 1986 Washington quarter, especially one in good condition, be sure to handle it by the edges and avoid touching the surface to prevent any further wear. Using protective holders or albums is a great way to preserve your coin's quality and keep it safe from damage. If you plan to sell your coin, keeping it in extra fine condition will help ensure it retains its maximum value. And there you have it, the 1986 Washington quarter dollar with a large date and D mint mark in extra fine condition can still hold significant value in today's auction market. If you're a collector, don't overlook this coin. It could be a valuable addition to your collection. Next up, the 1958 Lincoln wheat penny, specifically the large date version with D mint mark in brown color shade and extra fine condition. We'll break down the coin's features, its value in today's market, and what makes it a special addition to your collection. Let's get started. The 1958 Lincoln wheat penny marks the final year of the famous wheat cent series, which ran from 1909 to 1958. This penny has a large date variety, meaning the numbers in the date are prominent and easy to read. It also has D mint mark, showing that it was minted in Denver. 1958 is an interesting year because it was the last time the wheat penny design was produced. In 1959, the reverse was changed to feature the Lincoln Memorial, so if you have a 1958 wheat penny, you're holding a piece of the final chapter in the wheat penny series. Now, let's talk about condition. The coin we're focusing on today is in extra fine condition in this grade. The coin shows only minor signs of wear, especially on Lincoln's profile and the wheat stalks on the reverse. The brown color shade gives it a natural, aged look, which is common for older pennies that have developed a patina over time. In extra fine condition, the high points of Lincoln's portrait may show some light wear, but the finer details of the coin remain sharp and well preserved. Collectors appreciate coins in this condition because they still display much of their original design, even after years in circulation. So, what's the value of a 1958 D Lincoln wheat penny in extra fine condition as of 2024? This coin is valued between $0.10 and $0.30. While the 1958 penny is not particularly rare, its condition and the fact that it's the final wheat penny design add to its appeal among collectors. As with all collectible coins, proper storage is key to preserving its condition and value. Using protective holders like coin flips or albums can help prevent further wear or damage from handling and environmental factors. And remember, avoid cleaning your coin, especially with harsh chemicals or abrasive materials. Cleaning can strip the coin's natural patina and lower its value, even if it seems like it's helping. Collectors typically prefer coins that maintain their natural look, even with some signs of aging. That's it for today. The 1958 Lincoln wheat penny with a D mint mark, large date, and in extra fine condition is a wonderful coin to have in your collection. With a market value of $43,000, it's a great coin for both beginner and experienced collectors. Plus, its historical significance as the last year of the wheat penny makes it a real treasure. Next up, the 1983 silver Washington quarter dollar with a large date and D mint mark, even in dirty condition. This coin might not look pristine, but it holds surprising value. So how much can you expect it to fetch in today's auction market? Let's break it down. The Washington quarter has been a mainstay of U.S. coinage since 1932, honoring George Washington's 200th birthday. The 1983 quarter, with a large date and D mint mark, was minted in Denver. And although it's not a silver quarter, this coin is still highly sought after, even in less than perfect, dirty condition. The obverse side shows Washington's bust, while the reverse side features the American eagle with spread wings, perched atop a bundle of arrows and olive branches, a symbol of strength and peace. In 1983, the Denver Mint produced over 617 million Washington quarters with D mint mark. Although the mintage number is high, finding coins in collectible conditions is more difficult than it seems. Why? Because many coins from this period saw heavy circulation and suffered considerable wear and tear, making it hard to find examples in even fine or very fine condition. Quarters from this era, especially those that have circulated heavily and become dirty, can still carry value in the collector's market, particularly due to their scarcity in uncirculated or mint state. Now, let's talk about the value of a 1983 Washington quarter in dirty condition. In today's auction market, a dirty 1983 quarter with D mint mark and large date can still sell for $5 to $10, depending on how well the design details are preserved under the dirt. The coin's condition, whether it's dirty, scratched, or worn, can greatly influence the price. However, because of the difficulty in finding higher-grade coins from this era, even heavily circulated and dirty coins hold a place in auction markets today. Identifying your 1983 Washington quarter is easy. On the obverse, look for the large date. This is one of the key identifiers of this year's design. Also, check for the D mint mark, which is located just to the right of Washington's portrait, near the bottom of the coin. Even in dirty condition, these key features should be visible, and they help determine the coin's value. The reverse side should still show the American eagle, even if some details are obscured by dirt or wear. While your 1983 Washington quarter might be dirty, resist the urge to clean it. Cleaning coins can remove natural toning and diminish their value, so collectors often prefer them in their original, uncleaned state. Instead, store your coin in a protective holder or coin album to prevent further damage. If you want to preserve its value, handling it as little as possible is a good idea, and always by the edges. So there you have it. The 1983 silver Washington quarter dollar with D mint mark may be dirty, but it can still fetch a decent price in today's auction market. If you own one of these quarters, take good care of it. Might be worth more than you think if you enjoyed today's video. Next up, the 1939 Lincoln Wheat penny with a large date and the S mint mark, minted in San Francisco. We'll talk about its features, value in very fine condition, and what makes it an exciting coin for your collection. Let's dive in. The 1939 Lincoln Wheat penny is part of a series that ran from 1909 to 1958. This penny has a large date variety, which means the numerals of the date are bigger and easier to read. But what sets this one apart is the S mint mark, indicating it was minted in San Francisco. The S mint mark is always a special edition for collectors, as fewer coins were typically produced at the San Francisco Mint compared to the Philadelphia or Denver mints. The 1939 S is no exception, making it an interesting coin to explore. Approximately 52 million Lincoln Wheat pennies were minted in San Francisco in 1939. While that's not an extremely low mintage number, it's still considerably less than the 316 million minted in Philadelphia that same year. This makes the S mint mark versions a bit more sought after. Now, let's discuss condition. Today, we're focusing on the 1939 S penny in very fine condition. In this grade, the coin has seen some circulation, but still retains a lot of its detail. You'll notice some wear on Lincoln's cheek and jawline, but the design elements, including the wheat stalks on the reverse, are still crisp and clear. Coins in very fine condition are great for collectors who want a balance between affordability and well-preserved detail. The 1939 S penny in this condition still shows all of its key features without being heavily worn down. So what's the value of a 1939 S Lincoln Wheat penny in very fine condition in today's market as of 2024? It's typically valued between $0.50 and $1.50. While it's not considered a rare penny, its scarcity compared to the Philadelphia version makes it slightly more valuable. As always, proper storage is key to preserving the value of your coin. To maintain its condition, store your 1939 S penny in a coin flip, protective album, or a holder designed for coins. Keeping your coins in a protective environment prevents unnecessary wear, which can affect both their appearance and their value over time. That's all for today. The 1939 Lincoln Wheat penny with the S mint mark, in very fine condition, is an affordable yet valuable piece for collectors. With a market value of around $70,000, it's a great way to add a bit of history to your collection. Next up, the 1970 silver Washington quarter dollar with a large date and D mint mark. First minted in 1932, the Washington Quarter Series is an iconic part of American numismatics. The 1970 silver Washington Quarter, particularly with the large date, has attracted significant attention among collectors. This quarter is composed of 90% silver, making it not only a piece of history but also a valuable asset in today's market. In 1970, the Denver Mint produced approximately 1.5 million quarters with the D mint mark. While this number may seem substantial, the combination of its silver content and specific characteristics has made it a favorite among collectors. The large date feature, introduced in this year, also adds to its rarity and desirability. Now, let's talk about the value of the 1970 large date quarter in today's auction market. In extra fine condition, this coin typically sells for between $20 and $30. However, if you have a well-preserved specimen with outstanding eye appeal, it could reach values of $50 or more at auction. Always keep an eye on market trends, as demand can impact prices significantly. Identifying this coin is relatively straightforward. Look for the large date on the obverse with the D mint mark located just below the date. The reverse side features the classic eagle design. If you're fortunate enough to find one of these in extra fine condition, you have a valuable piece to add to your collection. Next up, the 1944 Lincoln Wheat penny with a large date and D mint mark. This coin, in fine condition, is a great piece of history, and we'll talk about its current market value and what makes it special. Let's get started. The 1944 Lincoln Wheat penny is one of the more common wheat pennies, but its story is still quite intriguing. The large date variety features numerals that are clear and bold, making it easy to distinguish, and the D mint mark means it was minted in Denver. During 1944, the United States Mint used recycled shell casings from World War II to produce pennies, giving this coin a unique place in history. Over 430 million of these coins were minted in Denver alone, but that doesn't mean they're not worth something, especially in certain conditions. The 1944 D penny had a mintage of over 430 million, making it a common coin, but still highly collectible due to its historical significance. In fine condition, this penny will show some wear, especially on Lincoln's hair and the wheat stalks on the reverse, but the overall design will still be visible. In fine condition, the coin has moderate wear, but key details, like Lincoln's profile and the wheat stalks, are still clear. There will be smoothness in the higher points of the design, but you can still see the lettering and the date without any major issues. Now, let's talk value. In today's collector market, the 1944 D Lincoln Wheat penny in fine condition is worth between $90,000. While it's not a rare or high-value coin, it's still a meaningful piece for any collector, especially those focusing on World War II-era coins. The value of the 1944 D penny can vary based on its condition, but in fine grade, it's an affordable and accessible coin for beginner collectors or anyone looking to complete a wheat penny set. To maintain or even improve the value of your 1944 D Lincoln Wheat penny, proper storage is key. I recommend using protective coin flips or albums to keep it safe from further wear. By storing your coin properly, you can prevent unnecessary scratches and damage, which could affect its future value. And that's a wrap on the 1944 D Lincoln Wheat penny. It may not be the most valuable coin in your collection, but it's a significant piece of history that every collector should consider. Next up, the 1969 Washington quarter dollar featuring a large date and no mint mark, found in good condition. How much can this coin be worth in today's auction market? Stick around to discover its history, design, and current value in dollars. The Washington quarter has been a symbol of American currency since its introduction in 1932. The 1969 edition of this quarter continued the long-standing tradition, featuring the iconic portrait of George Washington on the obverse and the eagle on the reverse. What makes this specific coin intriguing is its lack of a mint mark, which means it was produced at the Philadelphia Mint. This quarter, like all quarters minted after 1964, is not made of silver but rather a copper nickel-clad composition. Despite not being a silver coin, it still holds value, especially among collectors who focus on coins from the late 60s era. the condition of a coin plays a huge role in determining its value. In this video, we're specifically looking at the 1969 Washington quarter in good condition. A coin in good condition shows significant wear, with most details being smoothed out over time due to circulation. Even though the coin shows heavy signs of wear, collectors still seek these 1969 quarters, especially those without mint mark, due to their historical significance and the challenge of finding them in better condition. Over 176 million Washington quarters were minted in Philadelphia in 1969. Given the large mintage, you may assume these coins are quite common. However, as many were heavily circulated, finding them in collectible condition, especially good or better, makes them more desirable. While quarters from this period are often found in worn condition, they still hold value for collectors who appreciate the history and significance of coins from the 60s. Now, let's get to the key question: how much is a 1969 Washington quarter in good condition worth in today's auction market? While the value of this coin isn't astronomical, you can expect to see it sell for around $3 to $6, depending on the buyer's interest and the condition of the coin. While these prices might seem modest, the coin's historical appeal and the interest in Washington quarters from this era make it a worthwhile collectible for many enthusiasts. Identifying a 1969 Washington quarter is easy. First, look for the large date on the obverse of the coin. Since there's no mint mark under the date, you'll know this coin was struck in Philadelphia. The reverse, of course, features the American eagle, a signature design of Washington quarters. Even though coins in good condition will have significant wear, the large date and lack of mint mark remain key identifiers. This makes them easy to spot and categorize in your collection. If you own a 1969 Washington quarter in good condition, it's important to handle it properly to prevent any further wear. Even though this coin shows heavy circulation wear, keeping it safe from additional damage is crucial for maintaining its current value. Store your coins in protective holders or albums to protect them from moisture and dirt. This will help preserve your coin and keep it in the best condition possible, whether you plan to hold onto it or sell it later. And there you have it, the 1969 Washington quarter with a large date and no mint mark in good condition. Might not be the rarest coin, but it's a great piece of American history, with value ranging between $3 and $6 in today's auction market. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about valuable coins, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and drop a comment below. Have you come across a 1969 Washington quarter in your collection? Let us know. And as always, happy collecting.